Norman Woodstock Spalding, Bare Bones Broadcasting. Some tell me they don't believe in coincidence, yeah? You look at the facts and circumstances, no facts. You look at the frequency of things happening here, you're a coincidence. Huh? Every time something breathes, how many make it? Every time something breathes, how many of that make it? Per what's there. You're not a coincidence? That's all you are. The timing of the two people getting together to breed for you to get here. Coincidence. It's all coincidence. My maker said this is a coincidence to you, pal. What do you know about it, punky? You look at the frequency of events going on here. You're a coincidence. Now, command coincidence. All of you are mad that coincidence screwed you. And beating on each other over it. Yeah? Coincidence ain't going to get the best of humanity. Stop it. Sit down. You're mad at coincidence and nothing else. Banged your head. Oh my. You're like a 2-year-old who banged your head on the bottom of the piano. You got underneath the piano and you stood up, banged your head. State of the planet Earth. Crying like a blubbering baby. Sit down. You're only mad because you bumped your head. That's the reason you're crying, because you bumped your head. Well, no different than a child, too dumb to understand. That's why he's mad. That pain makes him mad. Cries. His head ain't hurt. Are you sure he's mad he hit his head? You bet. And you remind him of that, and he'll laugh with tears streaming down his face. He'll laugh right in your face. I bet he'll laugh at himself. Too many times it's happened to me. Seen it. It's happened to me. My makers told me that about me. I'm mad. I'm mad. Or said, you're just mad you bumped your head. Settle down. And there ain't nobody madder than me. There's no one on this planet right now madder than Norman Woodstock Spalding. I am the reddest rear-end human being probably ever will walk this planet. I'm the reddest rear-end human that will ever exist in humanity. Ever. And I always take up for my kind, and I always go straight at my maker's neck. I've been here many times. This is my last trip. Better pay attention. You're not going to hear it again. And you all know this script better than I do. So when I repeat it, as I've always done, your ears perk right up. I'm a migration caller, and I've called every human being on this globe at one time on a migration. Do you understand me? I'm more than a lead duck. I do it from the rear, not the front. Ship steers from the rear. Captain calls from down there by the rudder. Oh, captain's in the helm. Captain's in the rear. The captain's in the rudder. Sleeps at the very tip of it. Up here. Up here. That's where the captain is. Up here. You don't know where the captain is because the captain's up here. And out there. Up here. Got it? Captain. That's how the ship runs. Night and day. Never sleeps. One thing that never sleeps on that ship is the captain. I had to wake the captain. Oh, was Jonah asleep? Who is more captain of the ship? Jonah or the captain? Was he asleep? Ever? Did Jonah ever sleep? Ever. And I don't care what his anatomy did. Do you sleep? All night long I'm there doing something. I know this never sleeps. Dreams. Goes on and on. Never slumbers. Never sleeps. How about you? Captain, you're the rudder of this. Every human being working collectively, and whether you like it or not, you do work collectively with one product or another. This is an A, and you are cast A product. And you're very vulnerable right now, of course, because you're not doing what you do. You're very vulnerable. When the surface of this planet doesn't do what it does, it is extremely vulnerable. Of course, this thing is going dormant with a quick freeze. Ever heard of quick freeze? That gets rid of problems on the surface. And you're headed for quick freeze. Because in here, you're in here, in. This is all in. Anything off the surface of this is in. And in here, absence of temperature, but good. And for good. More likely to keep the bacteria in check. Otherwise, the whole thing would just be over in a second. You know how quick this would be over? It wasn't cold, absence of temperature because of the bacteria in it? Wham! You're talking about an explosion? What do you think would blow up more? Here the air blows. You know that banging when you explode? That's the air. If the temperature left here, something else would explode. The bacteria. Wonder what that sound would be. Because it wouldn't be the sound you hear. At all. I'll be back. What's more here? Bacteria or the absence of temperature if you put it in content, amount? There's a lot of absence of temperature and there's a lot of bacteria. Right here, a lot of bacteria and a lot of temperature. Think about it. Absence of temperature, bacteria. No, this is the absence of cold. This is temperature. The absence of cold. The absence of temperature. It's impossible, dude. We don't know how this absence of temperature got here. How could it? There's so much absence of temperature. How did the absence of temperature get here? It is a curious question. Certainly nothing to answer to before you get all the evidence and then describe it. If you can get all the evidence, then describe it.